Hey, muy buenas a todos, estamos en un nuevo canal, Guerrero Gamer. Esta vez estamos en Genshin Impact para continuar la historia que dejé hace tiempo atrás. Bueno, hace tiempo atrás no en mi canal, o sea, porque este juego, pues desde que salió lo comencé a jugar, luego lo dejé, o sea, no sé, o sea, no quería, o sea, ya no me interesé mucho. Ahora, bueno, a ver qué tal, vamos a ver. Lo único que recuerdo es que es que me había tocado a Sayu. Lo único que recuerdo. Bueno, aquí estamos con Sayusita. Bueno. Pero baja. ¿Dónde estoy? Espera, estoy espina de dragón. A ver si me carga el mapa, por favor. Ah, estoy... ¿Y por qué estoy espina? ¿Por qué estoy al lado de espina de dragón? Ah, se puede hacer que haya sido por un desafío. O por una misión. Vale, ¿qué es esto? Vale, una aventura literaria, ¿qué es esto? Va a la casa de libros de Wang Wayne de Liyue. Paimon y tú están buscando la edición de Liyue de la guía de viajes de Teyvat para visitar los lugares que aparecen en la guía. Ok. Un vaso flotante. Va a la cordillera Tianheng. Los misterios bueno, obvio. Bueno, ya que estoy, voy a...
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens.
¿Qué
From
es
that
esto?
kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness. The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl.
Ahí me explica que estoy viendo.
But she
Ya me
was
quería entrar al pase de
deceived,
batalla.
and the memory of her noble origins faded. She now believed that she was the queen of the kingdom of darkness. But take heart. A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled. This is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told.
La historia de mi viaje. Ok. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Lleva el 30 del PB del gnóstico y escoge un arma del cofre PB. ¿Qué es esto? Yo solo vine a reclamar mis recompensas.
Seems like I should have just stayed in bed today.
¿Qué es? What the paso del tiempo. ¿Qué es esto? Siempre gemas. God. God. ¿Qué estoy ahí? Voy a recompensas de retorno. What the fuck? What the fuck? No estoy entendiendo nada. Por favor, si alguien sabe qué está pasando aquí, que yo he estado desconectado de Genshin Impact por un tiempo, por favor, dígame en los comentarios porque no tengo ni puta idea. Vale, vale, se me acaba de abrir el navegador. Vale, ok, vamos a ver ahora. Mazmorra de la bruma, reino de luz. Tiempo restante, 4 días. ¿Qué es esto? En la mazmorra de la bruma no puede entrar nada del exterior. Elige a quienes te acompañarán en esta aventura. Y anétate en los secretos de este lugar. ¿Qué es esto? No, gracias, no me interesa. ¿Qué es esto? Taurus Iracundus. Un nuevo personaje. Ah, ok. No voy a conseguir ni mi puta vida, pero bueno.
Nice to meet you.
No, me chupa tres pingas, Saring. Vale, las nuevas sensaciones que seguramente la haré fuera de cámara porque no estoy aquí para hacer nuevas sensaciones. Tetera, dulce tetera. Algún día te tendré, algún día. Bueno, ¿qué hay aquí en el gachapón? El gachapuni. ¿Qué es esto? Cena divina. Ok. No, vale. Vale, la guía de aventurero, a ver qué tiene. Encargos. Ok. Bueno. Eventos. Ah, vale, sabes, vale, eso es esto, ok. Vale, entonces dame un momento que quiero cambiar. Ah, espérate un momento que tengo algo de correo. What the fuck? What the fuck? ¿Cuántos What the fuck? Por favor, alguien que esté pendiente de Genshin me puede decir por qué me acaban de dar 400, 800. Bueno, no me voy a poner a contar aquí, pero ¿qué? Ok, muchas gracias, mi hoyo. Gracias. ¿Cuántas tengo? 2900. Hostia, esto me da para gastar en banners. Que lo voy a ahorrar, pero bueno. Bueno, ahora que estoy aquí, voy a poner mi equipo principal. Que si no mal recuerdo era este. No. Ah, este era. No era este. Ah, sí era. ¿Y entonces por qué mierda tengo a Aloy aquí? O sea, yo tenía a Diona. No le di a... Tenía alguna misión en Liyue, creo. Pero ahora no me aparece. Bueno, aquí misiones que estoy súper perdido, Dios mío. Una aventura literaria. ¿Es esta? Ah, sí, es esa. Sí, dice Liyue. Así que sí, está navegando así. Vale. Vale, te transportas entonces. Bueno, lo siento chicos, pero es que estoy perdidísimo. O sea, llevo un par de días desconectado de Genshin Impact. O sea, ni vi ningún vídeo, ni vi nada. O sea, que o sea, todo esto, o sea, es como si no lo recordara. O sea, recuerdo un par de cosas, sí. Recuerdo un par de cosas, obviamente. Pero la mayoría de cosas se han ido. Bueno, ¿dónde es? Ahí arriba, ok. Ok, a subir entonces. Bueno, por favor, sube. Bueno,
Bookhouse. Guess this is where we go to buy books in Liyue.
pregúntale a Hifang. No me
Feel
ni
free
me
to look
jole.
around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume
What?
of the Teyvat travel guide. Do you have it in stock?
Sorry,
Eh.
dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago.
No,
It just
lo
wasn't
quitaron,
selling.
no.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
¿Por qué? Su estilo personal era demasiado marcado. Quizás el contenido era muy disparatado. Era demasiado marcado. Sí, era.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Chingsa village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still send him the odd out-of-print book or two every now and then.
Did somebody say out-of-print books?
¿Los descatalogados? ¿Quién es? ¿Quién es este güey?
Is
Espera,
there a
este güey lo
chance
vi,
that
este
volume
güey lo
6
vi.
of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection?
Este lo he visto, pero no me acuerdo cómo se llama. ¿Quién eres?
Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My
Ah,
name is
Xion
Xin
Xiu.
Cho, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Jingsa and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth?
Tío, tú nos guías y nosotros te seguimos. No se parece un camino muy largo. Sí, tú nos guías. Pero te puedes callar, Play, por favor. Dios mío, es que es un puto ventilador.
My pleasure, fellow book lover.
Bueno, no sé dónde nos toca ir. El ratón de la biblioteca es espadachín.
Should we ask here
A
to
ver,
have
aquí hay
a
algo.
copy of the Leo volume of the Tibet Travel Guide?
Me lo robo.
It's super duper interesting.
Me lo robo. ¿Dónde tengo que ir? Ah, visita Shang, el noveno en la aldea Shang. Ok. Sí, es aún. Y todavía no sé por qué me dieron tantas protogemas, no entiendo nada. Ok, está lloviendo, no me gusta estar mojado. No está lloviendo, fue mi imaginación entonces. Ay, Dios mío. Hace tiempo no peleaba en Genshin Impact, vamos a ver qué tal. Ay, Dios mío, yo me acordaba de ti. El pesado del grupo. No, tío, no lo hice. Bueno. Bueno, entonces lo que quiero, bueno. Vale. Vale. Wow. Ok. Entonces, vale, a escalar entonces. Vale. Vale. Vale, ¿dónde es esto? Ah, vale, está exactamente aquí abajo. Ok. Bueno. Llegué al destino. Y bajo de forma épica. ¿Y dónde estoy yo? ¿Y dónde está... ¿Cómo se llama este? ¿Dónde está Chang? Ay, no veas que tal que está más arriba. ¿Eres tú, Chang? Ah, eres Chang, eres...
The heavens are smiting me to smithereens. Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come on, spit it out.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Leo volume of the Tibet Travel Guide.
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my books. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to sabotage me. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book.
Están
Do you have any idea what that means?
¿Qué? XD.
Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to curating, collecting, caring for them. And now they're gone. Gone, I tell you. It's useless ranting and raving at you like this. All I can do is try to save enough Mora to buy them back. Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you. Goodbye. Off you go. Go on, go!
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd? There's a title I haven't
Tiene un
heard
buen
in a
gusto,
long
muchacho.
time.
Ah, pero...
You have good taste, my boy.
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. Granted, it was almost unknown at the time it was published, but over time it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels and sparked a plethora of imitation works. Barely any copies of the first edition were ever printed.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly added to the original story.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume of that work is so rare. I could never bring myself to pawn it no matter how much I needed the money.
You mean you still have it?
Yes. It is my one and only remaining treasure.
¿Serio?
Hey, Chang. You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you sell the core lapis or not? I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with Gentry Moutsai, you're messing with the Fatui.
No. ¿No tiene amenazado?
You
¿En serio?
again? But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount
Cuidado,
on the
cuidado,
price.
yo reviento, yo reviento,
I'd
yo
never be able to
reviento.
buy my collection back.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps you'd like to take your books with you to an early grave.
You...
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't force him to sell against his will.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of other
No,
people's
ocúpate tú de
business.
los tuyos.
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master in this day and age.
Cállate, que te,
Oh,
si,
there
que,
was me
¿quieres que te
thinking the
reventemos o
last
qué? No le damos a
granddad of
puñetazos
Guhua
aquí,
keeled
no le
over
damos a
and died
puñetazos.
by now. Who were you supposed to be then, huh? Some sort of Guhua messiah?
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is no less guilty.
Get a load of this guy. Just you wait. You'll be sorry you crossed me. And you, Chang, you're selling that core lapis whether you like it or not.
Oh, how the wolves prey upon the fallen tiger. My days are numbered.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore. But since you did stick up for me, please, just take this book and leave me in peace.
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this great act of generosity.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but I'm not about to put my hopes in some self-professed Guhua disciple.
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do over here.
Ok. Encuentra a Shenlong que se fue tras tomar prestado un libro. A pesar que tenía que usar la visión elemental. ¿Para dónde se fue? Pues yo lo tengo marcado. Qué tonto soy. Bueno, entonces ahí. ¿Qué te fuiste?
So, you like reading, huh, Mr. 5-second hero?
Oh, amazing! I never saw
¿Cómo que
that
yo?
coming.
¿Cómo que yo?
Xingqiu? Anybody in there?
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
Madre mía, se está ignorando a full a Paimon, pobrecita. ¿Quién era el tipo que armó tantos escándalos antes? El tipo de antes era el que hace el trabajo sucio de... No, este mejor.
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap? It's daylight robbery, pure and simple.
Tenemos que encontrar una manera de ayudar a Shang. Entonces abandonamos la... No.
Don't forget me. I'm in too.
Ahora hablas,
So now you can hear what we're saying.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will return his act of kindness. It is the just thing to do. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection.
No tienes un plan absoluto, ¿verdad?
Of course I do. An initial plan anyway.
Okay.
I still need to work out the details. Give me a second to reflect. It shan't take but a moment.
You're still here? What is this, a game to you? You think no one's really gonna get hurt? I gotta hand it to the goof.
Dios mío, ya cálmense ustedes dos, que les vamos a entrar de putazos.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say goofball clan? I meant
Ya, eso me están cansando, ya me están cansando, ya quiero pelear, quiero pelear, quiero pelear, quiero pelear. Quiero pelear ya, me están cansando, quiero pelea.
There's a saying that goes, the insect that shakes the oak tree ludicrously overestimates its ability.
Quit quoting proverbs at me, you buffoon.
Please
No, tú
leave
eres el
this place.
payaso.
I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader, especially when the one you seek to threaten is one to whom I owe a debt of gratitude.
It's cute that you want to stick
okay.
your neck out for Chang and all. But you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to back me up. A whole army of you and your little Guhua buddies wouldn't be able to help you now.
¿Cómo ellos tienen una bruja sin que les ataque? What the fuck? A mí, que cada vez que me va una siempre estanco. Sí, me están atacándome con los bichitos esos.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict. Why should I cower in the face of evil?
Oh, great speech. But now it's time for you to learn your lesson.
Pelea. ¿Quieres pelea? Pues vamos a pelear. Vamos a pelear. Estuve esperando este momento desde que te conocí. Que ahora soy él. ¡Hostia! Otras sus habilidades. Hostia, ataca muy rápido. ¿Sabes qué? Me cansé. Bueno, yo te pensando te cajas al azar. Hostia, ¿qué ha hecho? ¿Qué ha hecho? Se está cubriendo la hija de... No te escapes. Espera. ¿Qué hace esto? What the fuck? God, ves que le dimos una paliza. Esa sería represión automática.
But you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson?
Entonces tienen una visión. Es decir, que las guas son más impresionantes de lo que pensaba.
No, you misunderstand. That fellow has a foul mouth, to be sure. But his assessment of the state of the Guhua clan is, well, not exactly incorrect, I suppose. Though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no easy task.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business, and I will ensure the matter is resolved satisfactorily. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute, but the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his words. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work here. He mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor. Maybe the two of you could go and investigate.
That idea works.
Okay.
But what are you gonna do?
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace in Liyue Harbor in a bit.
You really have stuff to do? Are you sure you're not just using us as your errand runners?
Wow. So that's how that turned
Oh,
out.
ya me lo está
This
ignorando.
whole passage is just extraordinary.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying! Paimon just wants to slap him right in his stupid face!
Ay, Dios mío. A veces Xiang puede ser lenta, pero es segura. Nada, primero ayudamos a Xiang.
Fine. But, as per tradition, Paimon gets to pick an ugly nickname for him.
Paimon... vale, pero de acuerdo con la tradición, Paimon elige un apodo feo para todos los que la molestan. Así como lo hizo con Venti.
From now on, he
Será
shall be
conocido
known
como
as
el nerd de Gua.
Gua Geek.
Ay, Dios mío, Paimon, pero ¿qué te pasa? Pobrecito. Conoce a tu enemigo y te conocerá a ti mismo. Dirige a la mansión del burgués. ¿Qué? Bueno, ok. Bueno. Hola niños, ¿qué tal estáis? Perfecto. ¿A qué juegan? ¿A saltar? No sabía que había un juego. No sabía que había un juego solamente por saltar y ya. Pero niños, tus amigos dejaron de saltar y ya, deja de saltar. Ya, listo. Bueno, no están sincronizados, ¿saben? Espérate un momento. Ah, ¿es aquí o no? ¿Es aquí? Ah, no, es arriba. Ah, vale, pues es hora de ser el Spider-Man. Es hora de ser Spider-Man. Vamos, sube, sube. Con cuidado no caerme. ¿Qué no? Flor de seda. Flor de seda. ¿Por qué esto? Vaya, yo recojo porque por si acaso. He visto... ¿quién eres? Conoce a tu enemigo y te conoces a ti mismo. Habla con el guardián para obtener más información.
Who goes there?
¿Quién está ahí? Un comerciante de monta que viene a una reunión con el... elegiría esta, que es la más obvia. Un comerciante de monsters que viene a una reunión con el burgués. Pero... soy tranquilo. El cliente vive de tu jefe.
How strange. You're not on the guest list.
Que siento en la lista.
The master's dealing with some urgent business today. All prior appointments have been canceled.
¿Cómo que ha sido cancelada?
Urgent business? What is it?
The master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left early this morning to meet with a VIP client.
So, where is he now?
I'm sorry. The master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just anyone.
Bueno, ¿estás diciendo que no somos clientes VIP?
No, I mean yes. Yes, you are.
Sí, sí que lo somos. No quise ofenderos, por favor, créeme.
Please, believe me.
Llévame con el burgués Mosai o sufre las consecuencias. Okay.
I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations at Shinya Kiosk. I beg for your mercy, please. My master will show me no leniency if he finds out.
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to rude guards like you. Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on his mind when he's busy negotiating a big business deal with your boss.
Hostia.
Thank you. May your business forever be blessed by the Lord of Geo.
Okay, gracias.
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator.
Yo tengo cualquier habilidad, Paimon. Lo improvisé sobre la marcha. Tú tampoco lo hiciste nada mal.
Paimon loves compliments and all, but treating Paimon to some tasty snacks would show that you really mean it. Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui.
Yo también creo lo mismo.
In that case, let's get ourselves over to the Shinue kiosk. Seems business is booming at the Shinue kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
Ok, escuchar a escondidas, vale. No me gusta esto de ir en sigilo porque, bueno, yo no soy muy a ir en sigilo. Bueno, ¿dónde está? ¿Qué va? ¿No tienen que entrar? Pero... Ok, salgo de nuevo. Ah, sí tengo el brillo este que me guía donde... Sí tengo el brillo este. Qué ciego, no lo vi. Así sí es fácil, Dios mío. Ay, tengo muy poca estamina.
I understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
Ese güey parece que va a matar a todos.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis yet. But it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal.
Tengo un montón.
I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But if it is not completed in time, you may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream of disappointing you, don't you?
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
A mí esa máscara.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Fatui. Who knows if Guwa Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him?
Si el nerd de Guwa. Madre mía, ya déjalo, pobrecito. Informa cosas así, ok. Voy. Ah, sin guión ya está aquí. Toca escalar. Ah, ¿sigues con ese libro? Dios mío, ya termínalo.
You said you had other things to look into, as if you're some sort of man of mystery.
Así mismo.
When actually, all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your backside while you read your book.
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will know what to
siempre
do.
de un lado a otro,
My
madre
wish.
mía.
For reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read it. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Why would they want to help us? Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business that goes on around here. Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry.
Ahora me acabo de acordar que puedo mover la cámara mientras los diálogos.
Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action. Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something we cannot do on our own. Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chang the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. To savor the memory is ample reward. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
That sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can carry on reading your book, don't you?
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to receive you near Lioli Pavilion.
Hey! Stop ignoring Paimon!
Bueno, Paimon nadie la quiere al parecer. Esa es aquí mismo, ok.
Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance. It's all in this letter.
A letter? Oh, I see. This again. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating. Let me give this a read.
Can he actually read this thing? Is it even written in the common tongue?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight.
Oh, God. ¿Cómo que no podemos quedarnos? Pero, quédense un rato.
Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to prepare. Please take a seat here in Lioli Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments while taking in the ocean view. Consider it a small token of our esteem.
Yay! Tasty snacks! They're giving us the VIP treatment.
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. When honored guests grace us with their presence, far be it from us to shirk our duty
no
to them.
recordaba la cantidad de textos que hay
This
aquí, madre mía. Aquí hay más textos que en el Doki Doki. Bueno.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out, or turned away at the door. Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take more than a slap on the wrist to get through to him. For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on Chang the Ninth. Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liyue. That will put him in a rather sticky situation. Deprived of the necessary raw materials, even the best craftsperson in Tevat would be unable to make their product.
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things up between him and the Fatui. But Liyue is huge. Is it really possible to buy up every last bit of core lapis in the harbor?
Yo tengo
With
core
the
lápiz.
timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must ask for your further cooperation in the matter. First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked their respective locations on your map. There is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. You will need to purchase that too. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's batch.
All Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city, another one at the chasm, and then Ching the 9th. Roger that!
Of course. We are not expecting you to cover the costs.
Wow, so many more! With cash like this, Paimon could rent out Leoli Pavilion and eat there for a whole month!
Madre mía, Paimon, te encanta la comida por lo que veo.
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. It's just par for the course now. All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will handle the transportation and other trifling matters. Once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse, where you can see the rest of the plan unfold.
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the order the guy said. First the sellers in the city, then...
Perdón, Paimon, por callarte. Bueno, vamos a la tienda. Tengo mucho core lápiz yo, pero bueno, hay que comprar. ¿Entrando a la tienda? ¿Aló? ¿Alguien vende aquí? Me da un poco de core lápiz. Bueno, voy a otra entonces. Digo, yo tengo un montón de core lápiz. Yo tengo un montón. Bueno, en realidad ni me acuerdo cuánto tengo. Solo me acuerdo que tengo. Vale, hola. ¿Me puede vender core lápiz, por favor?
Good day, my friend. My apologies, but...
¿No te queda core lápiz?
Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnayan products. No, that I still have. Although I ship it. Too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry.
Si me llevo todo, ¿cuánto cuenta como mayorista?
What? No. Give me a second to think. All right, I'll do it. Just need you to sign for it. Clearly no shortage of cash flow in Liyue.
Listo. La tienda. Y ahora vamos... mira, esto está aquí a... No, entonces hace... Uno está abajo, what the fuck. Esto es algo arriesgado. No te eches una zambullida. ¿Aló?
Oi! Shh! Keep your voice down.
¿Por qué?
All of it? Though my business may not seem so big, I should warn you that I can get what you need, both legitimately and... all of it would be far more than you actually want. Feiyun Commerce Guild? Well, why didn't you say? If it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, then sign on the dotted
dámelo
line.
ya. Gracias. Hola con Drake. ¿Y dónde está Drake? Vale, ahora cómo salgo de aquí yo. Por aquí. No, este muro está muy alto para escalarlo. No, pero yo puedo. Me quedaré casi sin estamina, pero yo puedo. Ahora sí, a pesar estaba cerrado.
Hi, anything I can do for you?
Sí. Por favor, core lápiz.
You want all my core lapis? I've already agreed to several orders. That said, none are in writing. The buyers are being incredibly indecisive. Oh, it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild? Seems business trend. Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself. Come, let us sign a contract.
¿Por qué tengo que
Don't
firmar un
worry about my
contrato?
prior client. He hadn't made any down payments or anything. Quite common in the industry. Thank you for your patronage. We hope the Feiyun Commerce Guild will continue to do business with us.
Ok.
The key here is consumer psychology.
A la CIA para comprar el core lápiz. ¿Qué? Bueno chicos, yo creo que ya ha sido suficiente por hoy. Espero que les haya gustado mucho este video. Si hace, por favor dejad un buen like, que se agradece. Y que tengáis un excelente día. El Guerrero Gamer despidiéndose. Hasta la próxima, guerreros.